FragPunk just got another brand new patch update. We'll go over all the details with that, as well as the patch notes. We got some additional official news to cover, which does include some global mentions as well. Last up, and of course, as always, we'll go over those community mentionables, as well as a whole bunch more. What's up, world? This is Utopia back in for the video. Today we're checking out all things FragPunk. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. First up here, we have those patch notes. This was for March 24th, and again, they're considering this a hotfix update. We'll have to see if we ever do get a patch update, but as of right now, all we received since launch has been hotfixes. Still nice to see, though, they've been basically updating the game nearly every day. There was actually a decent update in here. This pertained to DirectX 12, which is now available for the latest drivers for some Intel integrated graphics cards. So it seems like Intel might have been having issues there enabling DirectX 12, and those that actually use a CPU-based graphics card are actually able to still get DirectX 12 as an option. Never really thought that was a thing, but that's pretty cool to see that they can actually use and access DirectX 12. Not sure on the stability there. Sometimes it's better to use DirectX 11 compared to 12. Usually DirectX 12 has better frame rate or more consistent frame rate, or DirectX 11 can offer higher frame rate in some scenarios, but you will get more frequent drops in the low 1%. And I've noticed with time DirectX 12 actually has become better, especially if you want to use the new features. You more than likely want to use DirectX 12. Things like ray tracing, DLSS, any upscaling tech, or any of the new features that have basically come out in the last 5 to 10 years, yeah, you're going to want DirectX 12 enabled. But if you have an older system, DirectX 11 works just fine. We do actually have some bug fixes here. This first one I've actually talked about since one of my original videos, where there was an issue where you could not send messages during a match. I've actually encountered this problem myself, wasn't able to even talk or even use chat. Of course, like anybody else, I got a bit worried that maybe I lost my chat functionality, although I barely ever type, and when I do, I don't really say anything that would probably not get me or not allow me to use the chat system. But hey, you never know, anything could happen there. Seems like they did fix that issue, though it seems like it had nothing to do with a temporary ban. They also fixed an issue where special characters and nickname displayed abnormally. People are kind of messing with the naming scheme there, so hopefully that has been fixed. They've also fixed where players could move outside of boundaries on certain maps, which yes, I also do believe includes the nitro glitch on the fountain, at least it seems like so. Spider is again getting some more fixes here, where their teleporter skill could not be placed in certain maps. There was also an issue with advanced cosmetics and stickers that could be displayed abnormally on weapons in Outbreak mode. Again, not really sure what that bug was or why it would even pertain to Outbreak mode specifically, but obviously it seems like they needed to fix that issue. That does cover for the patch notes side of things in the March 14th hotfix. Again, we'll have to wait and see what we do when we get a much larger patch, although they've basically been fixing everything every single day, so it's hard to say how they would even have a much larger patch, but we could get one eventually. Moving on here, we do have some more official news and official events. For this first one, I did go over a shop update the other day, which did include some brand new cosmetics. They did showcase off another teaser trailer here for Broker, Axon, and Sonar, which yes, do include all of their cosmetic changes with that, even with the new skins in Tail and how their animations play out, which if you didn't know, they actually do get special animations. So for example, the Broker skin, for his rocket launcher, it's actually a football, and he throws that instead of launching it out of an actual rocket launcher. It does also change the way his smokestack works, as well as his cherry bomb. So really cool there, there's some special animations with that. Also, Axon gets his guitar completely changed. His grenades turn into baseballs, or his last one he even hits with a baseball bat. Some really cool animations there. Sonar places a basketball down with a basketball hoop as her echolocation. Looks pretty funny there, and it even has some animations to it. Her Sonic Surge also changes a bit here, where you do get some different effects with it. Get a little bit of purple effect there. Again, not sure if it changes with the skin keys as they show here, as you don't exactly have to rock the exact skin color this is. You can recolor it using those skin keys or even weapon keys, depending on what you want to change. So some pretty cool dynamics with the outfits overall. Moving on, we actually did have an update with one of our last FragPunk events that we covered. That was the FragPunk Card War. They have received over 1,000 submissions worldwide. They've already handpicked some creative ones and mind-blowing ideas. Now, they do mention that these do not represent the final results. These are just showcasing what they currently have, and they've already thrown in some artwork for some of them as well. These again are all players submitted. After they have everything together and the event does end, there will be a community voting for it. The first round, though, will be judged internally by Bad Guitar Studio. Otherwise, there would just be way too many shard cards. As I said already, they've received over 1,000 entries. Having the community vote on that would just be a bit too much. But they are going to narrow those down eventually and then have the community vote on the best ones. Again, you could still enter now and enter into the card war. I will include a link to it down below in the description. Next up here is a post specifically made by the Taiwanese social accounts. And they do mention here that the Wish Steam leaderboard is a bestseller all the way to #1 in Taiwan. It is actually a top seller. So in NA currently is actually #7 on the bestseller list for Steam. So pretty cool there. And yes, it also looks like it is #1 over in Taiwan, so they are getting some more additional global sales there. Now with that, they're also hosting some more official events. Again, this one seems like it only pertains to Taiwan, but they are giving away AirPods and Marshall sound systems, as well as some more lifetime battle passes. Although again, this is to Taiwanese players only. Hopefully they run more of these over on the NA side of things. Again, I checked NA Instagram, they don't have these just like they do on the Taiwanese socials. So maybe we can expect a future event here. Again, it seems like they host these first over in their local regions, and then they eventually bring these to NA. So maybe we do eventually get an event here over NA for this. At least their Instagram socials, as well as the global socials, doesn't have anything either for the events. But I will let you guys know when they do update those. Although moving on, they actually are holding events all the time over on the Discord. They do have this one, which is the Invitation Challenge. Again, I'll include my link down below if you do want to use that. You can join into the Discord and then generate an invite code. They actually have now fixed that so you can generate codes. You can use mine if you want. I'll include a link to it down below. And that event is still running till April 3rd. Again, they're going to be giving away lifetime battle pass codes, some premium codes, and even a Discord role veteran if you just invite one person. So pretty cool overall there. They are still doing those events. They're also doing a trivia challenge. They did one this morning. They have one again happening on March 26th. And they also have one on March 28th. Those that do 1st to 5th will get an in-game Chug Chug charm. Be pretty rare overall. And then 6th through 10th will receive a random treasure chest. Again, you can still participate and you might even still rack up those points. Those are all happening on the Discord. I'll include a link to it again, like I said, down below in the description and in a pinned comment. Last up here, we do have those mentionables from the community. This one says, I need answers. And it's talking about the Hollow Point Snowfield Champion skin, where in this promo work, or in the promo image, it actually does show her with brown hair. But when you look in and actually investigate or look at the skin itself and inspect that, it actually does show her in a different color and she has blonde hair. Now there is a reason for this. You actually do have to use those Lancer skin keys. That will actually change her color into that other variant. So they're just showcasing that she has multiple variants here. Maybe they didn't align the artwork with the default one. They might have already had the artwork done for it, where they ended up changing the default one that you receive. So yeah, you'll still have the chance of getting this, but you will have to use those Lancer skin keys. That's in order to change her hair color into the brown version. Again, as I mentioned previously, all of these skins on the store do have their variants of it. Really, I believe any skin in the game, even weapon skins that are blue or better, will actually have variations of them and have recolors. I think that's awesome that they're not actually just selling recolors to you. They give you those keys, and you earn quite a lot of them for free even through the battle pass. So pretty nice overall that they're not just reselling those recolors. They're actually giving you the chance to earn those for free. Overall, that should about cover for today's video. If you like and subscribe, and until the next one. Deuces.